Hello, everybody, and welcome to the announcements portion of this stream. It is brought to you by nobody. As far as announcements go, there are no games in December, aside from Kingdom of Darkness, which is on. Sorry, wrong pipe. Which is on December 10th. That's 8 p.m. US East. New schedules have been posted for all three games for January 2026. Sorry, excuse me. They've generally been accepted. So let me see here. First Door of Eternity game will be on the 3rd of January. First Baptized in Blood game will also be on the 3rd. And then the second Wednesday of January would be the 14th. So that'll be the first Kingdom of Darkness game in 2026. So that's pretty much the scheduling situation. I'm expecting the current games to end sometime in April. Between April and June. Now, the very latest any of these can end would be in August. If we're still running some of these by August, which I doubt, but if we're still running them, that'll be a little bit of a problem, because I'm hoping to get Chapter 3 games started in 2026. Sorry. That means introduction sessions. That mean for all characters. So every player character that's entering the campaigns will have their own introduction session, just like we did with Blaze of Cruelty. So there's that. And then for those, want to kind of stick with the same sort of schedule, which is a matter of which games are in which time slots. So there will only be 2 games run at a time for Chapter 3. So the first... Sorry. Wrong pipe. I had a little bit of fry that wound up going down my breathing tube, and I don't need that. Try not to die here. So they cannot hear you. The other thing that I want to say is for Chapter 3, the first 2 games are Song of the Crown and From Depths Unkind. So, I have enhanced descriptions for both. Song of the Crown we'll start with. It is Satros of 1051 AJ. And the king and queen are dead. Our story returns to Sorath, a storied city south of the Corinthian capital Fordath. It is commonly referred to as a way station city. The Princess Superior has gone missing in the vicinity a week ago, and there is a scramble to find them. The military is split between searching for them and holding the defense of the nation together. The Charon Eagles do their best to keep the city under control and search for this missing individual and their guards. The region of Sorath has become even more dangerous than it was before. The authorities are so busy that adventurers and mercenaries are welcome to fill in the gaps. The party for this campaign will have to manage their fame, the city's corruption levels, and do battle with an unrelenting evil alongside dwindling allies, all while trying to find this missing VIP. This campaign's considered balanced from a pillar's standpoint, so combat, exploration, and roleplay. And then for From Depths Unkind. As the war taxes Corinth's resources to the breaking point, desperation begins to sink in. The Talian Crusade is progressing at an alarming pace on the surface. Corinth has managed to halt an otherwise unstoppable force from rolling over the world. It is struggling to produce enough arms and armor for its forces. Short on allies and war material, a small diplomatic mission is put together to beseech the Dark Elves for much needed aid. A journey into a dark and foreboding land that promises nothing and is full of intense risk. The nation has never had diplomatic relations or even communications with the Dark Elves before, just the random wanderers and adventurers. This mission is one of discovery, diplomacy, and danger. The party for this campaign will have one overall mission to complete, but we'll have room for individual stories and side quests. This campaign is RP and exploration heavy. That's it for those first 2 Chapter 3 campaigns. If you have questions about those, you can field them in the various Discord channels that we have, so feel free to do so. I'm going to go over and switch on to the gameplay tab here, and we're going to do player introductions. Who would like to do a player introduction?
Don't know, volunteered once. I guess I will. Alfana, I play Elia Kolev, who is a cleric who is rapidly losing it as the number of bodies of friendly forces start piling up in the vicinity. How about Daniel?
Daniel's not present.
Probably we don't have Daniel yet. Till Darrow.
Oh, hey. My name is Darrow, and I'm playing Reinald, the learning he is now a paladin, used to be a ranger in a previous campaign, one of the frontliners of our crew. Let's see, I'm gonna... go ahead.
How about Kiva?
Hello, my name is Kiva, and I am playing Vi, a rogue fighter, essentially a drow. It's not a drow, but for people that are not so experienced with what the races we're playing as. And I'm just gonna pass the torch on to... Did Thalen get one?
I got
Nope.
it. I got it.
I haven't gone yet.
Throwing it to you.
No!
Okay. So I'm Jordan. I play Thalen Verkar-Liger, a noble who really hurt his family politically in order to get himself sent to the front line. And now that he's here, turns out war is real and horrible. He's just trying to stay alive.
All these nobles wanting fame and glory. It's like gives Elia all the more bodies to try to keep in one piece and piece back together. So I guess it leaves us with probably the greatest among us. How about Raven?
Yeah, sorry, the greatest among us stayed home today, so I came. Hi, I'm Raven. I'm playing Amelia, our lovely sorcerer, and our local alchemist. Trying to keep the party a little bit alive, dealing ranged magical damage.
And then we have this person masquerading as a dark god over there who's intent on killing us all.
Huh? What? Oh. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started.
Except you didn't introduce yourself.
No, not going to. They know who I am. They know who I am.
It might be hopeful to assume it's a mask.
Yeah.
Shall we start?
Yeah, well, let's go and do the recap. Got a recap for me this week, Darrow?
I do, in fact.
Oh my god.
This message brought to you by Exploding Water Awareness, far more flammable than advertised. Last week, we had explored the depths of the water treatment plant looking for a solution to the tainted water issue. Complicated machinery lined the halls as we found our way ever deeper before we reached the final room. And here we found the people who put traps in water treatment plants previously hinted at in episode 8. We immediately sought their blood as the Chitterockin warriors sought ours. They quickly surrounded us, Chitterockins tunneling through the walls behind us while the cultists blocked our path forward. Kiva, Thalen, and... Kiva, jeez. Whoopsie. Vi, Thalen, and Elia pushed against the cultists as Amelia and Cinder held back the tide of insectoid monsters. Through pure stubbornness, we pushed back the cultists, and it seemed like we had turned the tide until one of them detonated a fulmination potion. This set off a chain reaction as the other potions held by the other cultists detonated as well. The cultists were stopped, although the fire nearly killed Thalen and Elia. While the Chitterockin pushed forward, Renault awakened some strange new power and channeled it to cause many of them to flee for their lives. We picked off the rest of them easily enough with their swarm disrupted.
That's kind of
Afterwards, we attacked the challenge of the machine that purified the waters of Hellcorth. While the mechanism seemed alien to most of our motley crew, it had affectionately been named the Poop Eater before we somehow turned it on and saved the waterways. So yeah, the Poop Eater. We fixed it.
Well done. Well done.
Mm-hmm.
You fixed the poop eater. Yeah.
Yeah.
With that, your mission was complete, and you returned to headquarters. So, go ahead and load you into headquarters. Just go ahead and preload. It is the next day, next morning. All right. In the time between your mission and this day, a structure here was constructed. There's now more common spaces for you to share with each other. New striking dummies were placed outside the barracks. Your barracks room was diminished in size to make room for more officer quarters. So.
And we're not, and at least the new structure over there is somewhat opaque because.
They really do get nothing, do we?
If even though it's daytime, we have a lot of darkness.
Well, that's
it.
because there's a wall there, and it is a building.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yep, and fiddling with her newly augmented necklace with additional beads on it, Elia will check and see if we got any mail while we were out yesterday dealing with the waterway.
Sure, go ahead and roll for mail.
Okay, let's see, what's the roll for mail?
Rolling for mail would be just a D20.
It's easy enough. I can do that. Yep, I can't do that very well, but I'll try.
There's no mail being handed to you by the couriers.
Okay.
Any mail for me?
Go ahead and roll for mail.
That's a D20? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh!
There's no mail being handed to you by the couriers. Unfortunate.
Can I ask? Go ahead, sorry.
I said unfortunate. Go ahead.
Can I ask a strange question that I feel like I should know? So, the Eagleson longsword that I have that was previously Agnar's, does the metal on it have any, like, special properties, or is it just steel?
Just steel, as far as you know.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So in that case, I'm just sitting by the fire running a whetstone down it. without trying to draw too much attention while I'm doing that, I'm trying to like make it do the sparky crazy thing that I did with the Chitterhawkins, but I'm not really having any uh, luck by running the whetstone down it. It's just regular whetstone on steel effect.
Mm. Yep.
Because I think Reynald assumes it was his sword that did it, not him.
Oh, well, you better be careful over there, Renault. You don't want to wear the thing thin or wear a hole in it. You seem to get a good little bit of use out of that thing. Did a good job with those demons and cultists. It was very effective.
Yeah, I don't know what it was. It was all sparky when I stabbed them, and then that one had its butt exploded when I stabbed its face.
Can we not?
Mind if I take a look at that thing?
By all means, just be careful with it. And
Yeah.
I hand it over
Yeah.
hilt first.
Yep, I take it by the hilt. I make sure I kind of study that it's well sharpened and you're doing a good job polishing it. And while I'm doing that, I attempt to determine if there's anything magical or anything of that sort radiating from it while I'm inspecting it and
No, the weapon is
all
mundane.
those aspects. Okay. So I hand it back to Renault. Nope. It couldn't have been the weapon. There isn't any latent power in the weapon. You sure that you don't have some abilities that maybe are awakening?
Nah. I had magic before this. That was already awakened. It must have been the sword because it wasn't something I used to be able to do. I always had access to some kind of magic. I've done it before with the Healy poke that I've used on some of you guys, but I don't know what it was. I assume it's the sword. It has to be.
Yeah. Elia will kind of reach over and kind of like make to like slap Renault on the back and kind of like try to see if in the process of contact if she's able to pick up anything different than what her experience has been with Renault so far.
No,
Hmm.
Reynolds been the same.
Renault, okay, Renault's. Okay, well, I don't know. I mean, you seem the same as before, and your sword's definitely fairly mundane.
I don't
Well,
know. Maybe your magic is just faltering here. There's got to be something about it. You saw the sparky stuff.
yep, and so yeah, that's why I'm trying to help you figure out where it came from because it didn't come from that hunk of metal you got there. Although it's a fine hunk of metal.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, and I'm assuming
Aren't you?
I'm assuming out of character given its origin that it is a at least a good quality weapon.
Oh, it's very good quality. It is probably one of the
Mhm.
best longswords you've ever seen.
Okay.
It is well made. This thing is sturdy and strong, and very sharp.
Nice. Yep, and it's definitely definitely a nice sword though, and something that probably would hold some enchantments fairly well if we ever get the resources to be able to put some on there for you.
Vi, you're not around from around here. Have you ever seen anything like that where you came from?
Let me take a look.
Me remember. Um,
Because
but
essentially he's a paladin, right?
yeah, he's a paladin.
Yeah.
So
The
paladins
short answer is
is like
yes.
yes, because the males of my race, uh, to avoid being handed off to the next buyer, becomes a paladin with similar powers.
Yeah. Yeah. Your particular city, Urak Shanama, is one of the ones that produces a large number of paladins for its holy orders. and so this seems actually quite mundane to you.
It's sort of unremarkable in
Yeah.
its potency.
Yeah.
And I'm like saying this as a matter of fact right now.
And it's like, so given that, given that the dark elf among us has those comments to make, what are you running from, Renault?
I don't know why my abilities would have changed. All I did was get my leg chopped off and lose my cousin.
Well,
I'm
where
just
should,
more furiously sharpening my sword. I'm sorry. Go on.
it's like, well, where she's from what the bit of commentary there, it seems like a lot of the people that suddenly develop these sorts of abilities are trying to escape what would be a rather, I'm assuming, unenjoyable, unenviable fate.
Hmm.
And so that's why I wondered, maybe, are you running from something? Are you trying to similarly escape some inevitable fate?
Not running. When I lost my leg, I could have probably retired just fine from the military, but I wanted revenge.
Oh,
What they did to my cousin, I just couldn't let that happen to anyone else.
well, while I hear hanging out with Fury, I'll do that to you.
Probably.
She was there when you lost your leg, wasn't she?
She was.
Don't know whether that would make her a good luck charm or a bad luck charm.
Well, I'm not dead yet. Those bugs that got their butts exploded sure are.
Well, at least we don't think we're dead yet. This could be some parallel universe, some unending hell. Let's see. Maybe some trickster god somewhere has decided that we're just pawns in some elaborate board game.
Hey. If that's the case, I don't want the illusion broken for me, okay? I'd rather keep believing everything is okay. So, enough.
And with that, she will go check on the other folks and make sure that they're all doing okay and managing all that fun stuff after our encounter the day before.
Do we have a base number of encumbrance?
Yes, it's 1/3 of your total. So your total is 150. So your first bracket is up to 50 pounds.
Oh yeah. I mean, the weight of my items is at least as far as I can tell 44.5, but it's reporting 51.8.
Oh, it's because the cash money you have.
Mm.
So 367 gold pieces divided by 50 is about 7 pounds. So
There it is. Okay.
you're picking up 7 pounds from your cash.
Yeah, so put your cash in your backpack.
Yeah. Can I actually fish my backpack out from the Bane Knights storage?
Yeah, you should be able to access it.
Yeah, I just don't know how to grab it itself.
Ah, okay. Yeah, let me. Whoop. There you go.
I am just realizing I too am also overweight, and part of it is because I have a 16-pound auto crossbow Mark 1. Did we decide that I'm going to be the one holding that, or is someone else planning to use it?
I don't need it. We could probably just donate it to the. I mean, the army will find a nice spot for it if one of us is.
No,
Uh,
Someone's going to use it, and if it's nobody else, it's going to be me, damn it.
Let's see. What weapon category is an auto crossbow?
It is martial range. That's all it tells me.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
That's
not
okay.
all it tells you. It's pretty badass.
Well, there's a lot more to it. Yes.
Yeah. Let's see.
Amelia can't even use it, so.
It's yeah.
Hey, I'm
Well,
proficient.
let's-
I'll take it. I just need to run down my weight.
Yep. Yeah. If you don't have a use for it, I can work on some proficiency with it. I mean, it would make it a little bit easier to take care of you folks.
I have a question
But-
for Reynold.
Hmm.
So, does that also mean recently you've lost a lot of weight? I'm eyeballing his leg.
I mean, my
Let's see.
previous
Is
leg
there-
wasn't solid metal though. Without the leg, honestly, you're probably not wrong.
So, wait, does that mean you gained weight?
How could you do this to me?
Well, I mean, technically, metal versus flesh. Flesh is kind of like soft and squishy. Metal is probably heavier than the fleshy equivalent, but it depends upon how good of an engineering job went into try to make it light enough to be functional.
Can you do me a
Depends on the
favor?
metal.
Can you not say flesh again?
I mean, we are all flesh. I mean, you're
It's just-
flesh, I'm flesh.
It just sounds
He's
weird
mostly
out of your
flesh.
mouth. It just sounds weird out of your mouth.
meat?
I'm just getting flashbacks to like somebody just yelling at somebody, "You're meat," and then just killing them. Anyway, continue.
But as it was right, this thing's pretty badass. Actually, I think if I drop my javelin, it will probably fit in my inventory. So unless you really do want it, I'll just leave the javelin here at the base and keep going with the auto crossbow. Because it's got like 2 firing modes. This thing's nuts.
Yep. One of the more advanced weapons that is at your disposal. You guys haven't had any issues to you, but recovering equipment is perfectly fine to use. It's perfectly fine. So this piece of advanced weaponry would be given to like squads of elite archers or what have you, but you don't rate that high quite yet. It is quite strong. So getting rid of your javelins would be a good move. You want to keep it.
You did say there's target dummies up, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna sight one of them from where we're sitting, which is a little bit of a ways, and just without saying a word, I'm gonna. Let me see. Do a good old long range shot on it.
And you forgot to load the weapon. You dry fire your auto crossbow, and it makes a nice loud clink sound.
Oh, my soul.
Elia,
101. Never dry
Elia
fire.
Please don't speak over each other. It does not sound good. I cannot stress that enough. Thank you. Raven, I heard you try to speak up first. Go ahead.
What I did say, auto crossbow 101. Never dry fire it.
Yes.
I know my way around a bow. I don't know one of these flat bow contraptions. I don't know how they work. This is new to me. I'll have to figure this out.
Did
Use a
you
special-
sleep through training?
Yep, Elia's busy trying not to fall over laughing, etc. And just, I'm assuming with her background that the workings of it at least make somewhat sense.
If you could spend the time to dismantle it, yes. You feel like you
Okay.
could. But if,
No, I mean,
just
no, I don't
looking at
want.
it, no. This is, Kryn's far ahead of anybody else in military technology.
No, I didn't mean like how to recreate it. I meant like to kind of give Renault some pointers on maybe what you might do to take care of it, or how to use it and things of that sort.
Oh no, you don't.
From
You've never seen a manual
from
for one
looking
of
at its
these.
mechanical properties.
Yeah, you've never
Okay.
seen a manual for one of these, and this thing's new. Crossbows are pretty advanced for this time period. This is way more built and advanced than a regular crossbow. So you'd need time to
Yep.
to dismantle it to figure it out.
Yep. Okay. Well, that's fancier than the stuff we got back home. So hopefully there's a manual around here somewhere, or maybe Furia or someone knows how to operate one. You might
I'll bet-
ask around.
I'll bet Bucket knows. He seems like the type.
Yeah.
Huh? Is Bucket anywhere around here? Do we see?
Bucket, you do not see him. He might be in this building, or he might be in this building, or he might be in this building, or he could be in this building.
Oh.
But you
I
don't
need to
see
go
him
find some
outside.
arrows for this thing anyway. You think it takes normal arrows, or does it need like a special kind of arrow thing?
It's a crossbow. Crossbows normally use bolts, and she holds up one and says, "They can't look like this. They're not exactly like arrows, but they're similar."
See if we have any. I'm just gonna kind of start wandering towards the barracks to see if I can find anyone.
We've got a quartermaster. You could try and find whoever that is and ask them too. They might be able to get you some ammo.
Somebody was
Good
paying
point.
attention to the debrief. Okay, so you wander over past these soldiers talking around this brazier.
Yes.
You hear their conversation just a little bit. This Ith is talking to these two girls, and says, "I shit you not, that guy was squatting over the edge of the battlement, and he took a dump, and then he leaned back too far, and he fell all the way down." And both of them gasp. Yeah, it was like 200 feet. He was splat. It was crazy. Never tell me a story like that again.
I don't even know what to say to that. It's even worse that like, oh my god, now I've just got it on my mind. This shadow looks like a butt. The quartermaster was up this way, right?
Yeah, this was where the blacksmith was. She wasn't a quartermaster. She was a smith. That was servicing your battalion.
Okay. So I was gonna have a chat with her, I believe, but I
Sure.
can't see anything, so I have
That's
no idea if I'm.
the door's over here.
Oh, okay. I just bonk into the wall a few times
There you
before
go.
I find it.
We'll just move you over here so you can see the door. You open the door.
Nice. Mm-hmm.
There's this man standing in front of you. He looks fairly. You recognize the blacksmith working behind, but there's a man standing in front of the table there. He's got a book in his hand and he's taking notes about something. He turns back to her and says, "Yeah, I think we should make sure that we have supplies ready for the next mission. We're going to have upgrades for the squads, and we're going to have, placements for the lost men. So we're going to need make sure. I'll be with you in a second, sir. So we're going to make sure we're going to need stuff for all of them. So there's going to be some sizing issues too. Everybody's going to be a little bit different. So be ready for that, and regular maintenance on weapons and armor. Probably front end of this week, just in case something happens and we need to deploy immediately. That's all. Thank you. What can I do for you?
I'm gonna heft this giant freaking lump of wood and iron onto the counter and say, I found one of these. Do you know what it fires? If it shoots arrows or
You found one of these?
yeah, it was left behind. Someone put it in the water treatment plant, either the cultists or someone who used to work there. I don't know, but it was in a box there, and I found it.
Great. Well, repurposing lost equipment is important. We love that. Thank you. This is a Mark 1 auto crossbow. It is new. We are starting to receive these as part of equipment distribution. It takes bolts, so regular crossbow bolts. You see this thing here, and he flips it over, and he pulls a cylinder off the bottom of it that sits right in front of the trigger. He just snaps right off, clip, and he says, "You see this thing here? It opens." And he opens it up, cracks it open like into 2 half circles, and there's like a series of like chains in here, very small. It says you just load them in one at a time on top, turn it, and you keep going until it's full. Now these are detachable, as you can see. You can carry a couple of them around, but otherwise you're gonna have to stop it, reload it once you run out. So be careful with that. It's gonna take a little bit to reload one. So I'll reload this one for you. But, we don't have any spare drums at the moment, but I can get some with the next order.
Drums?
Yeah, these. And he pulls
like
out. He showed,
bongos?
No. He shows you the cylinder thing. It's called a drum.
Mm.
Because it's kind of shaped like one. And he says, anyway, I'll get that sorted for you. Just make sure when you're firing it that you are holding it correctly. So he says it is not shoulder mounted. Okay, you don't put it up to your shoulder like you would with a crossbow. It is like this, and he holds it so that is more held like a minigun than it is held like a shoulder like braced weapon. So he says you hold it like this. So there's a little handle on the top of it. And then the trigger mechanism is near the rear where you had it before. So if you're trying to fire it for the really fast firing mode, without holding it like this, it's going to go fucking everywhere and you're going to hit nothing. Now you can shoulder fire it for single shots to be more accurate, but if you're going to do the other way, you just flip it and you fire it that way. Okay? It's built for that. I know it's heavy.
I love this thing more and more and more.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, isn't it? So he puts his hand out and he says, I'm Quartermaster Lieutenant Morris Dale Bronze Knight. So
I'm Renault, and I take his hand and get a firm squeeze.
Sergeant, right?
Yeah, that's right.
All right. Well, if you need anything, let me know.
By the way, I can't keep carrying so much stuff, and if I've already got this, I won't need this. So I'm just gonna drop my javelin on the counter for him.
Yeah, you can leave those here.
Maybe
I'll find a home for him.
Use for it.
Yeah, I'll find a home for him. Thanks.
Perfect. Mm-hmm.
He takes them up and he unceremoniously throws them in the corner.
Compared to what I'm holding, it's a little different. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny. I like that.
Doesn't give a shit about your shit.
Can you remind me what time it is right now?
It is the morning. Probably.
The morning?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So how'd we do?
In your mission?
Yes.
Yeah, last mission, let's pull the, you guys got, Phelan, you had a read on what that war score was.
I do. I have that written down.
Yeah.
We are 106 over 90, and we're the 106 score. We were at 86 before the battle.
Yeah. So you guys did well. You achieved most of your objectives. So. And Renault apparently just leaves.
Oh,
Oh, he's down here.
well, my bad. Yeah, I thought we were done on that end.
No,
I
you're
actually
good.
just wandered down to the targets because I was gonna give the short range shot a go and see what happens.
I just imagining in my head you just like turning around and leaving like Irish goodbye.
The guy is just standing there like, okay, see ya, fucker.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, you can do the
Spicy.
short range burst. Give that a try if you'd like.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm just sitting here twiddling my thumbs because if I didn't get a letter back about my dagger, it's like I thought I was doing really well.
Wait,
It's like
welcome to Hurry Up and Wait.
no, I mean
It's
I would have
so
to report regularly, right?
Yeah.
Or semi-regularly, so
You don't.
wow.
You don't
Oh my
make.
God.
You don't make the save. You roll.
Wow.
You roll the damage.
-9.
Yeah, it can't actually succeed the saving throw. It's
What?
a scarecrow essentially. It can't succeed a saving
It has it has no dexterity, I guess.
throw. Yeah. Go ahead and roll damage for it.
God dang.
64 damage. You fire and deal 15 points of damage to both of these striking dummies.
I really want that weapon, but it's too heavy.
Are there windows on that side of this building? Like, I hope not. But
Oh no!
like, we're enough ones into this.
No, there are no windows on any side of the building. It's just the front. It's just the door.
Oh, good.
Oh, cool. Maybe I should practice my throwing skills. Whee!
How long does this actually take to load? Just
least
so I
forever.
know.
You have to roll a d6 at the beginning of your turn to see if you recharge it, and on a 5 up, it does recharge. So it could take anywhere from instantly, if you've got, if you get a 5 or a 6, to forever if you can't get a 5 or 6 to save your life. And the way we kind of narratively cover that is with saying, oh, you had ammo prepared, so you just swap it out. Whereas, oh, you didn't have ammo prepared, so you can't do that now. You can kind of like start reloading, or you can, it's either an action to fully reload, or you have to do the recharge, right? So, and in the heat of battle, most people aren't going to spend their entire turn reloading a weapon like that, unless they really feel the need to. But anyway, that's what it does. It gives you a 15-foot line, 64 damage, or on a dex save.
Damn.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. I was thinking that's like a fire and then swap to sword next turn kind of weapon.
Yeah. Yeah, as they're charging you, when they come up short, you auto crossbow, unload into them, drop the weapon, draw the sword, and stab the guy in front of you. Yeah, absolutely makes sense.
If he's not already on the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got a perfectly even roll for that attack, for that damage too. 3 4s and 3 1s.
Nice. Oh.
Hi, Chloe.
You did a good shot, short range with your short bow against that striking dummy Vi.
You want to repeat that question?
No question.
Was that?
Well, you said my name. You have my attention.
No, I said you got a good hit on that striking dummy there, Vi.
Thank you.
I'm acknowledging.
It was a pretty solid hit, but I don't think it was strong enough. I need to
Sneak attack it?
That's a good. Wait. Would I? get sneak attack advantage?
No. If you could mentally jump through the hoops that tell you that the other scarecrow, the other dummy, is your ally, then yes.
Oh, please. I've been spoiled by Baldur's Gate 3. You have no idea.
Well, wait a sec. Are you jump to the middle hoop that the training dummy is somehow like unconscious or whatever, and then you'd auto crit?
Stop. Can I make a
could be.
short bow that automatically applies to sneak attack damage?
Yes, you can. I can do that for you if you want.
Yeah, it would just be easier than clicking 2 buttons. Just make it 1.
Yeah. Okay.
Get like a macro together.
Yeah. Let me just.
I'm sorry. I am very pampered by quality of life systems of Baldur's Gate 3. I'm not used to pen and paper.
All right.
It's nice.
Short bow with. Now, what this will do is this will just create a new chat card when you go to make the attack.
I love it. I like it.
So, if you miss, you miss. But how many d6s is your sneak attack right
I think
now?
it's only 1d6
Okay.
right now. Let me double check.
Plus 1
When does it?
d6. All right. That'll hold you over for a little bit.
Yay! Yeah. Wait, why?
Because eventually you're going to have more than one die of sneak attack.
Ooh.
I assume. So,
Let's hope so.
let's hope so. I've also reduced its weight to 0 so it doesn't, become a problem.
Appreciate you, boss.
Yep. Alrighty. Anything else you guys would like to do during this period of time?
I've got some
Yeah.
annoying inventory management to do.
All right. Yeah. Is this annoying inventory management you need me for?
Is there a way for me to pass items to the Bane Knights?
Not specifically. I don't think right now. I don't know.
Then I think yes.
Okay, then I don't know why that is the case, but it certainly is. So what am I passing to the Bane Knights?
I was gonna pass half my ration, half my torches. I think that'll buy me enough weight to where I can walk around like a normal person.
Okay. Yeah. So I will increase the number of torches in the Bane Knights by 5 and reduce them for you by the same amount. Okay. And then for rations, do the same. Copy a ration here. All right. So that took 10 pounds off. You're still at 64 pounds. Honestly, what you need is to get your chain shirt enchanted.
Yeah, that would certainly help.
Yeah, that would help. Because with a featherlight, you could shave off some serious weight on that. But this gets you, whatever you're doing right now, this gets you to less than your encumbrance level. So,
Loading that backpack.
throw your shit in a bag, folks.
And then I'm gonna go get rid of a javelin.
Okay.
I used to use the bow, not the sword. You've got a good form for that. How long have you been shooting? Talking to Vi.
What?
I said, I used to use the bow instead of the sword before I lost my leg. I know that doesn't really make sense as a reason for not using the bow anymore, but don't worry about it. You have a good form shooting that short bow. How long have you been shooting?
I praise him up and down. It's like, are you making judgments?
He goes a bit red. What do you mean?
I've been practicing for as long as I can remember. I've held it when I was little, but I was more into daggers. Ever since I've been deployed to this field, I've had to scrape by with less than I'm accustomed to. And this equipment isn't inadequate.
I lifted the thing that I just reloaded. You want to try this?
I tried lifting it. It was too heavy for me. That's why I threw it back at you after you had blatantly ignored my warnings to not run into an empty room.
Yeah. Yeah. And then I got stabbed by the poison needle. That was fun.
Well, I hope that was a worthwhile lesson. Unless you
Yeah.
like being pricked.
Unless I like what?
Being pricked. And then I start I hit where is it? There it is. The best. Okay, that was a little stronger. That was actually a lot stronger. Not bad. I look happy with that one.
Yeah, that needle was all burny, so I think I'll listen to you next time.
You do best to listen.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of just zone in on the dummy. Not Reynolds dummy, the actual dummy.
Ah, yes, this dummy. This guy right here. This big idiot. Won't even bother to dodge.
His buddy won't even help him either. He's just standing there letting it happen.
Yeah.
Rose says, I'm just gonna fail this deck save.
Watch me fail spectacularly. Alright, if there's nothing else, I will move things along to the evening.
Yup.
Nothing else on my end.
Let's see. So, assumedly, we would have mail today, or today's mail, right? Or would that have been what we checked this morning?
That's what
Because I'm assuming earlier today was checking, see if we got email yesterday while we were out in the field.
that's what you checked this morning.
The exact same one? Are you kidding?
Yep. So let's check again.
The courier that you asked says, please stop. We deliver
Okay.
mail once a day.
It's like, please stop.
Okay.
If it wasn't
Well,
here this morning, it won't be here in the afternoon.
Well, I thought the first check was for the previous day since we were out fighting.
No, if you are out fighting and you receive mail, ma'am, you will have the mail when you get back to your headquarters. This courier seems to be like your regular postal worker who has just been doing this for too long and is very fed up. So, when you come back from a mission and it's been a few days, how much mail are you going to have when you check? Just want to make sure you understand.
I'm just giggling over here.
However much mail you would have received.
Correct, because that is how much mail you received.
Just kind of gives like a sigh and goes to check the office where checked about her paperwork, got her ID and stuff before, and just like tries to see if maybe the updated paperwork got sent there instead of being sent through the mail. Maybe it got sent to the office that needs it.
Okay, you head down to that office. You give them your name, your new ID card. They check a ledger and say, "Ma'am, you need to speak to your company commander."
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I don't know.
Okay. So she has one more errand to do while she's out, which is acquire some more beads, given the rates that she's having to go through them.
Sure, yeah.
So acquire some more beads for her necklace and heads back to go figure out whether it's Bucket or Furia that she needs to talk to.
Okay. We're gonna move to the afternoon then. Then you were moving about. What would you like to do? I spotted you, and also Raven, you're on my list of people to speak to about stuff and things.
Oh, okay.
Oh, thank
I'll
God.
say- I know, right?
I was like, list?
What list? No, I just want you to feel loved.
So I'm just going to meet our quartermaster, introduce myself, and drop off a javelin,
Sure.
which I'm sure is going to fast become one of his favorite things.
Yeah. He looks up from.
I also realized.
Go ahead.
By the way, I'm sorry. I realized that I dropped him off 3 javelins, I believe, not just one. So that's the other thing.
Yeah. He took the whole stack and threw them in the corner.
Oh yeah.
He looks up from his ledger that he's leaning on the table. There's no chair for him to sit on, and he looks kind of pissed off. And he's leaning on the table and he's writing in this ledger, and he says, "Yeah, what do you need?"
I'm just going to put a javelin on the. Well, first I'm going to salute. Nothing too fancy, just enough to be respectful.
He waves you up at ease. What do you want?
And then I'm going to put a javelin on the table.
I have 3 more of those if you want them.
No, I would like you to keep this one. He gave me the spare javelin before he dropped these off.
Oh, good. He's spreading the love around. And you can speak Kruik. Great. So he picks up the javelin, he throws it in the corner. Great, wonderful. Anything else I can help you with?
I also need, which I guess is more toward our group inventory again. We got 5 health potions. I was hoping to take 3 of those. I'm gonna pass them around.
Okay. He has given you all 5 health potions to worry about.
Right. Well, I'll divvy these out. However, to the best senses.
Great.
Nice to have you around. Good meeting you. Good luck.
Good luck. What the fuck does that mean?
I mean, I just kind of gesture around us like.
Do you know something?
No, it's just sort of a current events thing. I tell you what. I'm gonna try and find a chair. That's the only out from this I can imagine.
Okay. If you can get a chair for me without going through me to get a chair, I'll call it even.
What kind of chair are we talking? Stump gonna do? I'm thinking.
Get out! Get out! Stop! Get out! The door slams behind you. You're pretty sure he didn't even move.
Mission fail.
Hey, I got out of there. That's mission success.
It's like you're scampering away from there pretty quickly. Is our new quartermaster that scary?
He seemed cool to me.
I think it's just that Thalen has inherited a disproportionate amount of my social awkwardness.
I see.
I am going to peek around these barrels carefully. I don't want a misfiring to.
Yeah, you peek around, you see Reynolds and Vi practicing with their weapons on the dummies.
Yeah. Was there anything that You did to make him to piss him off?
You're all the way over here.
Okay, ignore that.
What does the actual crossbow sound like when I like do that line attack? Like, are we talking this thing sounds like a minigun? Or are we talking like?
No, it just so the wire, the bow, the string of the bow is actually a wire, and it goes through a metal rail to launch its ammunition. So it just sounds like a rapid click, 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 click scraping noise along with it. So it, it's like a slide, click, very rapidly.
Nice. He
And
probably,
of course,
as he comes, go
the
ahead.
bolts. Of course, the bolt sound flying through the air too, and all that. So
Mhm.
it's very like orally satisfying.
I love this thing. I'm gonna just as he comes around the corner, I'm unloading another set of these shots.
The scarecrow is a pincushion.
It's a porcupine. Just kidding.
Yeah,
I need to reboot it.
it's a porcupine.
At least it's not a porcupine pie.
I would rather have the pie.
Hi.
You might want to consider a softer practice target. I mean, I don't know how many of those bolts are going to survive impacts like that.
Isn't this thing made of like straw?
Yeah, I mean, it's like a wooden frame with some with like a shirt over it and some straw inside to give it a little bit of like body, but it is essentially like a wooden frame, wooden framed person. It's a little WYSIWYG and a little not WYSIWYG. So,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, it's a
Fair enough.
scarecrow. The head is definitely like a piece of like wooden board with a smiley face drawn on it.
It's probably.
I kind of shrug and say, if I break too many of the bolts, that new quartermaster was so nice, dude. I think he'd probably give me a few more. It's no big deal.
Yeah. Anyway, here's one of the health potions we did. Trade one to him. As soon as I remember how trading works.
Bottom left.
You right click me on the bottom left, yeah. Or left click? Oh, it's request to trade. There.
No, don't trade with God.
You can trade with God if you want.
As a kid, can you actually give me something?
I don't have an inventory for it to go to.
Oh wow, that's neat.
I'd have to select a character. It'd be a whole thing.
Good. Okay. So next time I get stabbed instead of doing the stabbing, I have some kind of recourse that helps.
Yep.
Yeah, I was going to give one to each of the frontliners and then the spares to Elia, assuming that's fine with you two. Any dissent from that?
No. Hey.
Alrighty. Well, I'm just going to nod at the targets and then saunter off.
Did he just say goodbye to the target? I mean, look, I this is coming from the guy who talks to his sword. That's weird. Like, come on.
I like 10 steps away. Thalen's like, did I just nod at the targets?
The team's awkwardness score goes up by this many points.
No, stop it. Not
Oh
allowed.
God, that's a lot.
Stop it, God. That's not fair.
You sure you don't have that many awkward points already, Kiva? You seem to be really complaining about the awkward point increase.
You're the one to talk.
I know I have the awkward parts. I probably have at least way more than that. That makes 6 awkward points insignificant.
All right. Let's get away from this
Anyway.
topic. Raven.
Bed of needles.
What's Amelia been up to through these shenanigans today?
Amelia has been thinking most of the day,
Hmm.
specifically about enchanting.
About enchanting. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe trying to figure out a way how to help Renault with his. I don't want to say performance issues.
Oh my god.
Okay. You don't want to say performance issues, but you mean his performance issues?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's... Yeah, so what's your plan? What kind of enchanting are you thinking about?
Oh my god, you're gonna like mind over matter this and try to make my sword sparkly when I stab things, aren't you?
Do you want a sparkly sword, Sparkle Boy?
Kind of.
Does the static already? I mean, the static is kind of sparkly, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Why is everyone on about sparkles?
It's probably my
Anyways,
fault.
I
I feel
wanted
like
to
I brought
figure
I
out
brought
how
a weird
to.
energy. Oh, shutting up.
I wanted to figure out how to give the sword an elemental infusion.
Sure, yeah.
And seeing as we're all talking about sparkles, the best thing I can think about sparkles is fire.
Okay, so you want to give his sword a fire enchantment.
Yes.
God, I feel like I'm
Yes.
getting all the good gear.
Yes, you
Almost
are.
makes
It's
me feel
not fair.
guilty.
I want my dagger.
Why won't the mail come? God!
Because he was pissed off. They pissed him off.
All right. Let's see here. For the basic elemental imbuement, the general cost is between 100 and 500 writs. That depends on the person doing the enchantment. But if it is you doing the enchantment, it is just materials costs and the short period of time that you need to do it, plus energy. So it's best done over a short or long rest. Now, if it's done in a combat environment, such as a dungeon or like in some place where you could ostensibly be attacked, it does cost spell slots, but because you're at headquarters right now, it will not. So, you want to do a fire basic elemental imbuement on Reynolds' longsword, right?
Yes.
Okay. So that'll cost 100 gold pieces, 100 writs from somebody. Somebody's paying for it.
Oh my god.
Nope.
Which do I? Yeah, I could do that. Huh. Do you like voice this plan to me, or do you just are you gonna like steal the sword in my sleep and then go do it? Oh, hello?
Raven should be here.
Sorry, I suddenly just disappear. See you disappear from the map.
Oh.
Yeah, something just happened to my internet, I think.
Oh, Jesus.
Hello?
There he is.
There we go. Alright, I think we're cool.
There he is.
I just reloaded the thing.
I think Renault might be affinity with magic because he casted invisibility, guys.
I'm reopening the link.
Okay. So you're putting 100 gold pieces into it for a basic fire enchantment. Let me go ahead and update
I
this.
didn't catch his response. Is he just like voicing this idea to me, or
Yes,
is
she is approaching you about
she?
this
I'm
idea.
sorry. Yes. Yes. Okay. You're essentially you're gonna make this do the sparkles more often.
More consistent.
Ah, yeah, I'll pay for that. You said it's 100 gold. This is more like money than most peasants see in a year, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Renault was never good with money.
Very clearly when he started gambling.
Mm,
When he started gambling using your money.
yes.
I gave it to him. He won it fair and square.
But yes, it would be 100 writs.
Works for me. I'll hand it over. Do you need my help sourcing the materials? I just
That would be great. Yes.
all right, cool. I pop the gold in his hand, and I guess we start working on that, unless there's
Her
something
hand.
more involved. Jeez, I'm so sorry.
Amelia
I
is a
apologize.
woman.
Mm-hmm.
Let's zoom in here. We're just gonna shame Darrow just a little bit.
Oh
Wait a
God.
minute.
Oh no.
Wait a minute.
What have
Wait
I
a minute.
done? What have I done?
See, that is a woman, Darrow.
Mm-hmm. You're right.
Here, see, this is
You are
Renault.
absolutely right.
This
Yes.
Renault is also a woman.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm done. Sorry.
Wait,
I have been shamed, and it was well deserved.
you have him appraising women? How
No,
weird.
I'm showing him what they are.
Oh yeah.
Making a Renault drink the respect woman juice.
All right. We move into the evening.
We're gonna. If I have time, I will go inquire of Furia based upon the conversation that I had with the Office of Paperwork or whatever that part of the Corinthian bureaucracy is.
Her, the administration. Yeah, you haven't seen her all day. You can go looking for her
Okay.
if you'd like.
Yeah, I'll look in the two places where it is possible that can be found. I'll look in our original barracks, like where her office was before.
She didn't have an office
First.
before.
Okay. Well, the place where she's usually found before, that's the building to the south, right?
Yeah, she is not in the barracks. Just the major and the commander are there.
Okay, so let's go. Okay, so then is there a wall? Okay, these are trees here in between here, right?
Yeah, those are trees.
Okay, so then how do I get to the other? Oh, okay, there's a door to the other building right there.
Yep.
I will look around and see if she's to be found over here.
She is at the bar, sitting near Bucket, Sergeant Terry of Hillsfar, and there's some other soldiers around. Ike and is this Ike? Which one are you? Yep, Jack and Ike, as well as Ash and Asher and Toby and Marcus. So you come up behind Furia and Terry.
Yeah, or I'll see. That's probably not the best way to do that. It's probably better to do this way, so that way they're not startled.
Sure. Yeah, you come up the side of them.
Yeah, that's what I wander over here. It's like, Miss Furia, ma'am, the administration folks said I needed you might have some info for me. I went and checked to see if my updated paperwork had arrived at the administration place earlier. So, they said I need to talk to you about it. So, whenever's convenient, if there's a good place for us to chat about it, be much appreciated, ma'am.
She kind of stops what she's doing, wipes her mouth, looks over at the sergeant, says, "Okay, let's go." Hops off the chair, says, "Follow me."
Okay. I will follow. Can you add me to your little conga line there?
Yes, I will add you to the conga line in a second.
Yeah, that way it's a little bit easier because there's no point in us both of us moving characters to the same place.
She stops here with the group and says, "You three, find the other two and come meet us in the barracks."
Can I make an insight on
Sure,
her?
absolutely. This is weird. But it's
I
not
will
weird
also
for
roll.
you. This is not weird for you to get ordered into a building. So, but
I will
she.
also roll insight merely because it's like, okay, is this good news or bad news?
Sure, go ahead. To finish my thought before, being ordered into a building at night, a little odd, but you know, could be something operational or something. Your insight check there, Furia seems to be all business right now.
Okay.
She gestures for you to go into the commander's office, Elia.
Okay. Whichever one that is.
It's this one.
Okay, I'm trying. Okay, so I will go here. Oops. I will try to go there, but I ran into the wall. There we go.
You hear her say to the sergeant, when the rest of them come in, just send them into the barracks and we'll talk to them later. He says, "Yes, ma'am." "Get out of the doorway," she says to you, Elia.
Yeah, I'll try to figure out where in here is like spot to stand. I guess I stand here.
Shuts the door behind you.
I wasn't sure if that was a table or a rug in the middle of the room, and so I didn't want to actually be standing on the table. If it was a table,
That is a rug.
okay.
The commander turns around from her desk and says, "Oh, okay." She waits very quietly and turns to Furia. Says, "Whenever." Furia pulls out the letter you sent her. And she says to you, "I don't know what you were thinking, but you are extremely lucky right now. It is not the place of a soldier to question the why we're doing something in a war like this. You follow the orders that are given to you. When they're given to you, you follow them through completion or you die trying. Wondering whether or not it is going to be pointless only damages the morale of yourself and those around you. How we didn't beat the ever-loving shit out of that thought process out of you in basic is beyond me. And we will be having conversations with your trainers later. This is behavior unbecoming of a member of this order. It is a behavior unbecoming of a member of the military. And in times, dark as they are, like this, it is near treason to balk at your orders. You are lucky because we got orders from above to send you out of here. Otherwise, you would be our problem to deal with.
With all due respect, ma'am, we had no issue carrying out the mission that was assigned. Was it improper to ensure that you had the intelligence about what was occurring on the ground at the location? Should we have not provided you with that update?
Hold on a second. Where is everybody else right now? Are they outside? Are you all outside, or have you entered the building?
Just
It's night. It's like nighttime, evening, right?
Yeah,
So
it's evening.
I would have been inside.
Yeah, I think we all filed in.
Yeah,
by the table.
yeah. And I would be like cringing into like a wall, trying to make myself a part of the scenery
Mm-hmm.
in this room. You know, yeah. I'm not here. Don't talk to
I'm
me.
just shuffling cards.
Yeah. I think you guys hear this from down the hallway. It's not generally in me to yell at people, so as a person. So she goes, "What is your rank?"
Well, the Corinthian military.
Shut the
ma'am,
fuck up!
Sergeant.
What is your rank?
Sergeant.
Sergeant. What is
Ma'am?
my rank?
Now I gotta try to remember what what Fury is.
God.
Well, you're a knight, man.
Yes, and what kind of knight?
Let's see, she's a bronze knight, isn't she?
She's a bronze knight.
Like, you're a bronze knight, man.
Yes, and what does that make you?
Someone to give you the information you need so you can make decisions and tell
No.
us what to do.
What does that make you?
How it works.
You are not an intelligence officer. What are you?
I'm an academic who was sent to the
No, what
front line
are you?
accidentally, man.
No, shut up. What are you?
Apparently a member of the military. That's not at your level.
What is that called?
Oh, not exactly like a mere employee, but a similar sort of thing.
You're a soldier. You swore an oath. You are a soldier. And that, the fact that you can't arrive at that answer that quickly, you have to jump through all these hoops to get there and have me answer the question for you, the question that you should have been able to answer immediately, is your entire fucking problem, Elia. This is why you're having problems right now. It's not because you see men dying in front of you every day. It's not because you're not suited for this work. It's not because you're in the wrong place at the wrong time. It's because you can't get through your head that you are a soldier. And these are the things that you have to do. And these are the things that separate the brave from the cowardly. And the fact that you can't get it through your head and that you feel like you have to be able to say everything that comes to your mind and give everybody your opinion and tell everybody everything about everything so that they do things your way. You're a soldier. That is not your job. That has never been your job in this army. Your job was to fight. Your job was to do the job. Your job was to shut the fuck up and follow orders. That was your job.
Yes, ma'am.
You couldn't do that, could you?
So I gather you did not appreciate being informed of the situation.
The commander sees that Furia is about to lunge at you, and she stands up and says, "That's enough." The lieutenant stands down for a second and says, nothing. The commander points at Furia and says, do you see that response that she just had, Elia? Instinctual for her to stand down when I said that's enough.
Yes, ma'am.
That is discipline. That is adhesion to the principles that make this army work. And the point that she is driving at is you are too in your own head about everything else, and you're too busy not being the one thing we need you to be. Doing the one job you need to do, which is be a soldier. We do not need your advice. We do not need your questions about whether or not something is pointless. We do not need your analysis of the situation. We do not need the information that you give us, because we know these things. About that mission in particular, we know everything about that place. We know that it is a water treatment facility. We know that it is going to be difficult to hold. We know that we're going to be fighting it over and over and over again. We know all of those things, and it is not pointless to do so. And it will sacrifice a great number of lives to do so, because it is important for everyone else who is here defending this city to have clean drinking and bathing water. The number one killer of an army isn't its enemies, it's disease. That is the mission that you will be quiet and you will let me finish.
No, she's not speaking. She kind of nods at the comment about the most largest killer of people is disease.
Okay.
Like that's not something that she is a stranger to.
She says, so, you are lucky, Furia said, because useless soldiers that balk don't have a place anymore. We don't send them off the line to get some other work. We don't have that luxury here. This is Hellcorth. We are surrounded. There is no time slot for the teleportation circles to send the useless. Hadrian Cloudfang, who wanders into our camp now and again, was a soldier. He is useless. We are not sending him anywhere. We are not sending him to Fordath. We are not sending him to Sorath. We're not sending him to some other city. We can't help him, and he can't help us. He is by himself. He is alone. We will defend him as long as he is here, but we're not helping him get anywhere else. And that is what your situation would be as of the end of this evening if this letter didn't arrive on my desk this morning, ordering you to Fordath. And so you are lucky that you are not our problem anymore, and that somebody else does want you, because we don't.
Well, I never meant to be your problem.
Get out of my
never
office.
Where I was to end up. Thank you very much, ma'am. And I will wander back out. I'll open the door at least and wander back off to find my way across the room. Let's see. Is there a wall here? Or?
No, it's just dark.
Okay,
You should be able to see the rest of the room.
Yeah, I can. I was making sure I was, and so I will go plop and kind of mull over the situation. On one hand, upset about being such a kind of like a failure and disappointment to all the folks here, but on the other hand, knowing that she never really cut out to be like a soldier or things of that sort. That's not who she was. She was kind of just thrown into the situation by happenstance. And on the third side, being somewhat relieved that she's finally getting out of here. And then on the fourth side, then worrying about the folks that she's come to know, who are going to be continuing on living in this hellhole when she's out of here.
For the rest of the group, the part that you guys heard was Furia losing it at her. So the shut the fuck ups, the the dressing down to what are you, and then answering for her. Up to that point, you guys heard the shouting parts. You didn't hear Commander Morenis because the commander was soft spoken and unemotional and quiet. So she was at the complete other end of the hall, separated by a closed door. You did hear Furia lose it at her though.
So I'm sorry, but when you said, "What are you?" I could not help but in my head, what Gordon Ramsay said, "An idiot sandwich."
Oh yeah. What are you? I'm an idiot sandwich.
I'm a soldier sandwich.
Yeah.
No.
Yes, that's what you guys heard. So the scene's yours again.
Alrighty then.
How
I'm
does
just flipping
Bucket
through cards.
How does Bucket look? Bucket, he kind of looks. Make an insight check on Bucket, actually.
Can I even see his face? I can't see his face, can I?
No, not really. He tends to keep the helmet on.
That's
what we
why
call
his
him,
name is
Bucket.
Bucket. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're remembering.
He's our Bucket. Wow.
You can tell though from his physical, like the way he's standing, that he is a little uncomfortable and a little disappointed. So.
Mm-hmm. So, did we hear the part? I can't remember if she was shouting this or not. That there was that she was lucky, and there was a letter telling her to go elsewhere.
I think the first part of it, no, but once Elia started like pushing back, that's when Furia lost it at her. So I would say no. You don't know that there was a letter.
Okay. Damn. In that case, all Renault knows is that it was probably a dressing down about the letter, and that whatever. Well, it's another day.
Just another day in the army. Sorry. Okay. Yeah. I had one of these lying around here. Yeah. Okay.
And while Elia is sitting over there kind of pondering what's going on, I think she's kind of also like not sure exactly when is going to have to set out. So kind of in the process of preemptively gathering things and organizing things so that way whenever it comes time to go, she will not be any more of a burden than she already has been.
Okay. Furia enters the room and scans the room very quickly and then says, "Hey, Vi, come here."
Yes, ma'am.
I salute as she walks by.
Yeah, she ignores you completely. You can
No,
tell.
I saluted Vi.
Oh. Furia says.
Oh, you think I'm in trouble?
Furia pulls out a box and says, when the mail was delivered this morning, we gathered it all because one of the packages was priority for the commander, and so we didn't want the... Are you insight checking Furia right now?
I know, I'm inside checking the box.
The
Or
box?
maybe that would be perception, wouldn't it?
That'd be perception, yeah. So she finishes. It's a box.
Whatever. It's a box.
She finishes
There's no
telling.
symbol or anything.
Yeah, she finished telling you the situation. So she says, "So we picked up all the mail this morning because there was a priority delivery for the commander. Anyway, this is yours." And she passes
Ma'am.
you the box.
Take it. Thank you, ma'am.
It's in a nondescript, like, steel box.
Steel box. Okay. Is there any mechanism to open it?
Yeah, it slides open like one of those incense boxes.
Oh wow, really? Oh, this as it opens is like, I don't know, like leather inlay or like fuzz inlay, and it's all pretty in there.
Inside, there is a sort of like velvet, red crushed velvet bottom.
Yes.
And the interior sides is actually in a language you recognize. It's Drimaraha. It's your language of your people. And there's a dagger inside.
Oh, I'm counting my blessings right now.
You have a returning dagger now.
Yes. Oh, you have a description for me?
Yes, it is a probably hand and a half in length. So about 8 or so inches in blade length. Pretty big. The
Nice.
curve of it is more like a wave than like a Japanese one would be, like a tanto. So, but it's more curved, more wave-like, sort of like the elven daggers from Lord of the Rings in that sort of fashion. The handle is fit to your hand. The craftsman who made your own hand. So the craftsman who made this knew you and remembered you and remembered your measurements.
I know who this is. It actually gives me such joy right now.
Yeah, and this was made by your family. There is a spider in the hilt as forming part of the hilt. Its legs are drawn out to the sides to form a guard, and the blade is purple. The rest of it is black, and there is gold filigree, the colors of your house.
That's so beautiful. It's stunning. I'm happy. I'm gonna start twiddling it in my fingers. Why am I over encumbered?
Because you're now 1 pound over, or some.
No.
You're just a little bit over now.
If you want someone to hold the dagger for you, you know. Hey,
You can get rid of one of your
him. I'm gonna jot him in the stomach. Like,
you can get rid of one of your old ones. So.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Because you have a stack of 4, so if you want to get rid of one of those, that's fine.
Okay. See, edit.
Here, hold this.
No, I did. I got it.
Oh, you got okay.
Yeah. That's all.
Salute and start twirling the dagger in my hand. I'm happy now.
And she goes to what is generally her room. The sergeant says to everybody, well, have a good night, everybody. We have no orders for tomorrow, so just regular training and regular duties. If you need anything, I'm in this room. Points at that one. Let me know. Before you let Furia know. Don't bother the major or the commander. That's pretty much it. So, have a good night, folks. And he kind of heads down the hall and kind of lurks in the entryway a little bit. Giving you guys some privacy, it seems.
Ronald just lets out a long breath he'd been holding. He's a little blue in the face.
Why?
Just nerves. All the yelling from the lieutenant and whatnot.
Oh, PTSD of being yelled at too.
Yeah. Well, she beat the shit out of me, so hey. Oh yeah, I feel like I should apologize. I should have stopped you from even sending that letter.
Not sure if it made a difference one way or the other. I mean, still was never supposed to end up being a soldier to begin with.
What it's worth.
Not entirely surprised that I don't quite have the soldiering skills that all of you folks seem to have.
Wow. I'm glad we still have you at least. If I had to keep this party alive on my own, I think I'd. Oh God.
Well, I will soon be off to Fortith, back to where the job that I was originally hired to do to begin with. So I might have me for a little bit longer, but the how much longer is to be determined by when they guess when they have an opening to toss me magically across the country.
Oh. Oh God, I have to keep this party alive on my own. Oh. Ah. I'm happy for you. You've been trying to get out of here this whole time, haven't you?
Well, and as being here was an accident. They had my ID wrong, and then my paperwork got lost. I wasn't ever supposed to be here to start with. So I've been spending all my time since I got sent here trying to fix the clerical set of clerical mistakes that's happened. So I'm finally going to end up where I'm supposed to be and where I can actually hopefully do some good.
Oh.
Although, if we do end up coming up with any cool items as part of the research project and academic trade of information, etc., we need some people to try them out. I'll definitely remember you folks in case we come up with any cool gadgets.
More sparkly
Appreciate
weapons.
it.
By the way, does that mean my sword is now sparkly? Has that gone through? Is that done yet?
Yeah. So if Amelia spent the time today to do that, then your sword glows warmly for 10 feet when it's drawn, and it is hot to the touch.
Oh.
That's definitely new. Your sword definitely wasn't doing that earlier.
Agnar would love this.
You were close, weren't you?
We were cousins, but he was like my brother. We grew up together. He was a little older than me.
Oh, I'm sure he'd be proud to see how you turned out.
I don't know. Maybe, but no,
I,
I'm far from where we began.
Yeah, well, from what
I think he would have.
the stories you've told of your time when you first met Fury, I can imagine.
I think he would have preferred if I had dived deeper into my magic to learn how to do the things he could do, but I I don't know. It got us both exiled from our clan, and I'll use it to protect myself and the people I care about, but it's not how I fight.
Ah, well, but you have a cool bow as well now, right?
I do have a cool bow, and that's fun. That makes me happy.
And now you can do both. You're
Hmm.
especially in the kind of danger you find yourselves in. Versatility is a good thing.
That's not true.
Yeah, I'm definitely miss you folks. We kind of were getting to know each other and all those sorts of things. But, I'll definitely miss y'all, and hopefully y'all come out of this war on the other side in one piece.
I really am gonna have to work on protecting myself better because if you're gone and I'm the only one here who can actually, nobody else can really heal in our party, right?
If you don't count the 5 health potions I'm passing out. Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah.
it's okay. Above table healers being replaced with the healers. So
I see.
I
just one
mean,
that's just one that's a bit more suited for the job.
Fair enough.
you did good here. It was,
Oh,
and I'm sure you'll do good in 4 death.
yeah,
They know what they're doing. They're going to put you where they need you.
yeah, but just afraid that I pretty much failed all you folks and put all you folks in a bad spot with regard to Furia and Marinus and everyone else.
But did we die?
Well,
Can I
luckily
smack him
we
over the head
didn't.
again?
Is Vi currently playing with her fancy new dagger?
Yes. Oh, that's a
Yeah.
good idea. I'm gonna throw it just perfect enough to it nearly misses Reynolds' head and then it warps back to my hand.
That's even cooler than my crossbow.
Hey,
Oh.
Back
hey,
to
mind
twirling.
if take a look at that thing?
You can take a look.
I've got a
I'm
Okay.
knife.
not gonna let her take it,
Yeah,
but
I
I'm
take a
like
look.
twirling it in my fingers and seeing if she can actually like inspect it.
So you're just fucking with her
Okay.
and saying, you could look, you can't touch,
Yes.
or actually look at it, though.
Uh, but I at least close enough to be able. Oh, and I just saw it be demonstrated that it's returning. Does it feel like it's anything other than just returning?
I mean, you can't sense the magic in it from where you are.
Okay.
I'll put it that way.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, but clearly it's returning because it just returned back to her.
Yeah, it just reappeared back in her hands in a puff of smoke.
Yep. Eh,
I'm gonna have lots of fun with this.
Vi, give me a dexterity check for me, real quick.
Oh,
Yeah, just
why do you do this to me?
just for fun.
Uh, are you happy now?
I am happy. You go ahead and you flip it up into the air, and it hangs in the air for a second. And you're going to catch it. You're skilled enough, definitely, to catch it. But it disappears in a puff of smoke and reappears in your hand before gravity begins to take it.
Okay. Interesting. Oh. It will teleport back to me no matter how I throw it, right?
Yes. So if you throw
I
it,
could like
yeah,
from the blade.
yeah. So if you throw it too far, it comes back to you. If you throw it and you get too far from it, it comes back to you. If you drop it, it comes back to you. So it always
Oh, I
comes
can't be
back.
disarmed then, basically?
Yeah, you can't be disarmed if you're wielding this thing.
Beautiful. I love it. Love to
Now,
hear
it
it.
can be taken from you, but if you had your hands on it first, you can't be disarmed.
Interesting.
So, like, if you keep it in your bags, or if you keep it on your belt, and someone lifts it off your belt, then it's gone. So, but if it's in your hand, even if they unhand you, even if they disarm you, like with skill, it will come back to your hands.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I need physical touch then to really qualify.
Yes, it needs to have been in your hand when it leaves your person for it to come back to you.
I'm happy.
Yep.
This is awesome.
That's
Oh,
that's a mighty cool dagger you got there. I'm sure it will come in handy out there among with all those demons.
I know it will treat me well.
Well, then make sure you treat it well.
You have no worries.
Does it have a
Are
name?
you,
Not yet. It needs to draw its first blood.
Raven, I see you moving Amelia into the hall. What is she up to?
Yes, Amelia is attempting to sneak out the room a little to get some fresh air outside.
Okay. Are you just like waiting for the sergeant to move? Or are you just kind of like.
No, not real.
Okay,
Taking it slow.
gotcha. You can go outside and get some fresh air.
Well, Elia, do you think you could give me I guess a parting enchantment? I don't know when they're gonna teleport you out, but
Wow, what is it you need enchanting?
Thalen's gonna draw his rapier and just say, "Well, I'm suddenly very unenchanted, given present company."
Yep. Well, see, if you take a look at the rapier, how well is the rapier made? Is it what kind of quality is it?
This is a normal quality weapon.
Okay, regular rapier. So, but it's at least enchantable, right?
Yeah, it's made of metal. Most things made of
Yeah.
metal are enchantable.
Yeah. Yeah, my brain's stuck on the. It has to be the old rules. So it has to be a certain quality.
Nope.
Well, I guess we can tackle that tomorrow then.
All right. Anything else to be done this evening?
Party-wide group of cards. Game of cards.
I suppose you want to sit at the table first?
Come on, Cinder, Thalen, Alia, come on. Amelia, come on, everybody. Oh wait, Amelia
Against-
left, didn't she?
You did.
Okay.
Against my better judgment.
There's no money yet.
There's not? Oh.
Right, if you guys want to play a hand of cards, go ahead and play a hand of cards.
Yay! Okay, so
For you to make the check by, because you have proficiency in the tool set, you would click on the button in the tool proficiency section of your attributes page. It's all the way at the bottom on the left. You just click that, it'll give you a prompt. You can roll it from there. It'll do that by itself. There you go.
I love it.
Yep.
Am I the only person in Discord 8?
Yep. Discord ate you and nobody else, as far as I know.
Okay. Okay, I guess Discord wasn't really hungry then. It just needed a light snack. Okay. So back to what we were talking about, this rapier. It's like, okay.
Let's let the rest of the party do their cards checks because the topics move, but we will come back to you. So
That's fine. That's fine.
Is that an intelligence for this card game?
Yep, intelligence is the card game.
I guess this time around I'll play as well.
Dan, have you played this before?
Wow, Renault.
Yeah.
Reynolds just doing his best.
Yeah, I think my
What's this
little
card doing,
sister's. She's a little bit of a card shark. Maybe I've had some practice.
Cinder's beating everyone.
God.
She ate the cards.
Yeah, my intelligence check matches my Elia's intelligence for the past 24 hours or so.
Ellie doesn't know this game very well. It's a Corinthian game, so those are the results. Cinder comes out with the most points, and therefore Cinder wins.
He's cheating, I swear. It's because he's not here, is he?
He licked all of the cards, and nobody wants to touch them now. So.
Oh no! He licked my cards. Oh my god! Someone hold me back. I'm gonna throw my dagger.
He runs out of the room. This is something I feel like he
Throwing
would
daggers. Yeah.
do. You'll never catch me.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna. Can I make an investigation to make sure he scored all of his cards right?
Sure, yeah.
Checking his math.
Yeah, sure. yeah, he scored the math right. He at least knows how to play the game.
He knows math?
He knows how to play the game. Is what I said. He's got playing card proficiency, so. Alright. And you were gonna do the rapier. What kind of enchantment were you gonna do? You have
Well, that's what-
radiant. You have looks like you got fire in there. I think you have.
How do I know which ones I have access to?
It's the damage types that you can do. So you can
Okay.
you can do radiant damage. You can do technically necrotic with Toll of the Dead. You can do with Searing Smite. You have fire, so you can do fire. With Heat Metal, you also have fire. So, and that looks like the Spirit Weapon has Force. So that looks like the full of it.
Okay. So I mentioned it's okay. Which any particular one of those that you would think you would enjoy more than the others?
Would the radiant come with any light generation?
All of them come with a little bit of light generation.
Well, I guess it would come down to the radiant or the. I don't think Thalen knows what force damage is, so he's gonna default to the radiant damage.
Okay. It'll be 100 gold pieces.
So yep, if you have the 100 gold, I don't mind enchanting it.
Yeah, I'll pay that out of Thalen's current money.
Okay, so that's taken care of.
You want me to deduct that 100 off?
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
Adjusting the item at the moment, if you don't mind. Alright.
Now I know we can put enchantments on like weapons and armor and stuff. Is there anything that we have that we could like put healing enchantment on?
No.
Okay.
No, you can't like
I
enchant like a pair of brass knuckles to heal someone when you punch them.
Echo feeling.
No, I was thinking more like a wand or rod or something like that.
No, you don't really have. No
Yeah.
one's ever like that's not in the zeitgeist of things that are doable, and there's some reason why. So
The freight train of greater restoration.
yeah, the phrase. It hits you for 2 billion force damage, but you're no longer cursed.
Okay, so
All my problems are solved.
okay, Sunday.
So yeah, no, healing is not a thing that
Okay.
gets enchanted.
Okay, I can theoretically, since I've created destroy water, I could have also done water as an enchantment, right?
Yeah, you could have made like a flask of forever water. Provided you had a flask and enough
So
materials
this,
or money to do the enchanting. Yeah.
No, I meant like I could have. Well, I don't know. I guess water damage really isn't a thing in 5e. You
It's
can't
not really a type, no.
yeah, you don't have like what's the PF2e one where you can like basically send jets of water out of your hands into your enemies and
Nope. Not a thing. So
yeah. Okay. So can't do that. Okay. Does anybody else need anything enchanted?
sounds like a no. Okay. Anything you want to do
I am.
outside while you're out there, Amelia? Not. They've sent. Oh,
Assuming
okay.
assuming the campfire is still on, Amelia just gonna sit there and basically stare at the fire.
Sure. Yeah. Okay.
And if the fire is off, she will turn it on.
Yeah. Okay. You can sit there and stare at the fire. As that is happening, you do see the soldiers that are in the little tavern area do eventually kind of gather up and leave. I'm just going to turn them invisible so they leave. And these soldiers eventually leave as well. And so it comes to be that you are alone out here in the night as the hours wind on. I want you to, Amelia, to make a constitution check for me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. There is a point where you do fall asleep out here. So I'm going to put you to sleep at the moment.
Do I finally notice that Amelia's kind of like wandered off? Can I make like a perception check?
Sure, yeah.
Let's see. Right. Yeah.
Nope, you're busy sharing
I'm busy enchanting. Yep, these things
enchanting
like that.
and
Okay.
sharing your what is you believe to be your last night with your unit. So
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, at some point I'm going to go. At some point, after everybody else has had a turn, etc., I'm going to go attempt to have a not so formal apology conversation with Furia.
okay.
That can come whenever we have a gap for it. I'm not stealing the spotlight.
All right. There's a scene I want to do first. So Amelia, you feel someone touch your shoulder gently. And you wake up. Then there are two people on either side of you. A woman and a man, both dressed very well. The man is this one. He's wearing a coat, and he's got a white scarf. His hair is like a dark gray, and it is tied up. It's long, but it's tied together, so it doesn't free flow. So he's got a long sort of rat tail situation going on. And his boots, traveling boots, travel wear, general. He's got a basket hilted sword on his side, a dagger next to it, and a battle axe resting on a rock within reach. Battle axe, and since it's out, seems to have seen a lot of action. It is old, pitted. It's got some like stains on it that have been there forever. But he's otherwise very good looking. And the woman next to you is also exceptionally good looking. She also has a sword on her side, but is otherwise not as like armed as the man there. Do you say anything as you wake and see these people sitting next to you?
He stays quiet. and try to keep both of them in eye, which isn't really possible because they are both on either side of her.
Right.
But she is trying to be aware of both of them,
hmm
but not really saying anything.
She says, the woman says, "My dear, you shouldn't be alone in the night like this. Not here, not anymore. It's very dangerous, even for a woman in the army."
I must have dozed off.
You did.
May I ask for your name, so what you are doing here this late at night?
She holds her hand out to you as if she is a lady waiting for you to take it.
Amelia just looks at it and raises her eyebrows.
Ah, maybe not. Schooled in etiquette like that. My name is Razzia. What about yourself?
I knew what I was going to say, and then I immediately forgot what I wanted to say.
Oh yeah?
Thank you for for it being 2 a.m.
I'm sorry.
almost. No, it's totally fine. I mean, I'm doing this to myself.
Mhm.
Just have to look through my backstory for a moment.
Yeah, our friends in Kingdom of Darkness kind of know what it's like to run into one of these folks.
There we go.
Okay.
I'm Sergeant Bakiara.
Sergeant Bakiara. Tell me, Sergeant, have you seen any vampires about?
Is Amelia even aware of the existence of vampires?
Let's do a history check. Not really in your folk tales. You've no idea what she's talking about.
Ruh-roh.
God damn it, Strahd, get out of here.
Reynold, I just
Not
played
as
some more
far as-
cards. Play cards with me while this is happening.
Sorry.
Shh, peanut gallery. Shh. Go ahead, Raven.
Not as far as I am aware of.
Well, for your education, they look like people, just like us, for example. You will only see them at night, and they are bloodthirsty hunters of men. They will search for the lonely and the vulnerable and those who enjoy solitude, as they are easy pickings for such a thing. And they will demand that no one says anything, or they will sneak up on you and cover your mouth and bite through your neck and drain you of your life's blood. That sort of thing. They are, quite frankly, awful, and should be destroyed to the very last of them. So, if you do see any, please let us know. We would very much like to destroy them. My cohort and I are hunters of their kind. So, we'll be back. When I do come back, you will let me know if you've seen any. I know they are around, and I know they've been operating in this city.
Anything else that I might need to know
Fire will help.
about these
Creatures, yes.
vampires?
Yes, creatures, vampires, monsters is a good way to put them. Fire will help stave them off. You two, stop it over there. You're changing the camera angle.
I'm sorry.
Camera's over here for a purpose. She says fire will stave off the beasts for a little while, but they are not vulnerable to it. The light of the sun is the thing that is most dangerous to them. You'll burn them to ash very quickly. If you do not have that sort of thing, you can pin them down with something through their heart. They have a horrible streak of politeness in them where they will ask or demand to be let into a place that is not theirs. So long as someone sleeps there, it is safe so long as you do not invite them in. So, in this case, it pays to be rude. Force strangers to walk into places. Do not invite them in. So long as someone sleeps in that place, everyone inside are safe. If the stranger is not let in. The door could be wide open, to be clear. And so long as an invitation or any sort of interpreted invitation is not said or seen, even a hand wave, then they will not be able to enter the building on their own. Doesn't stop them from burning it down from the outside, but you don't want them inside. You can help it. Oh. And bodies of water that run. They cannot cross those easily. For some reason, these deficient monsters are cursed in more ways than they are improved. So, they are strong, and they will be nigh unkillable outside of those circumstances. If you do manage to get the best of one, though, remove its head from its shoulders and burn it to ashes if you can. But if you don't have that at your disposal, separate the head from the body as far as possible and leave it be.
I see.
I think that is everything. Just know that if we were maligned, like one of these creatures, you would not have survived this night. So, count your lucky stars, as it were. Come, let's leave. The man stands, walks around you from behind, stands next to the woman, offers her his hand. She places her hand in his. He helps her up in a gentlemanly fashion. Not that she needs it, she doesn't appear to be frail. And they begin to walk off. Have a good night, darling.
You too.
And they leave. Okay. And what do you do from there, Amelia?
Smolder the campfire and go back in.
Okay. You snuff it, and you go back inside. I got you.
Is Bucket still there?
Yes, Bucket's still there. He's awake. He looks, and when you walk in, he looks relieved. I have been waiting up for you. I was about to come find you. Can you go to bed so I can go to bed?
Yes.
Okay. I gotta lock the door, so. He locks it. Alright, Amelia, have a good night. Hey, Chuckle Fucks! He yells into the room where you guys are all playing cards and stuff. Go to bed! And then he goes into his room.
Ah, I was gonna beat Vi again.
I want one more.
Okay.
One more.
No one's stopping you.
Okay. You would have to hold me back. All right.
Uh,
Oh, motherfucker. God, do we have any pluses, please?
Yes, you do have some bonuses. You have 2 plus 1s and 1 plus 2. But I
Oh,
don't
man.
think it's gonna help you.
no.
Alright. That is it.
I pick up. I'm sorry. I start picking up my slobber-covered cards and start like wagging them furiously, sending daggers at Cinder.
Okay. Do you guys go to bed? Call it a night?
Yes.
Alright.
Yes.
Alright, you guys go to bed. Call it a night. Roughly around 5 a.m., Elia, the sergeant wakes you. Sergeant Bucket wakes you. Comes in.
Okay.
And he says, it's time for you to go. Get your things and I'll walk you out.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't get to have. Remember after you did the scene with Raven, going to attempt a less formal chat with Furia.
Oh, yeah, you were going to attempt one? What were you going to do?
Yep.
Knock on the door?
Yep.
Okay, we can do that real quick.
Yep.
Just wind back the clock a few hours.
Knock on the door. Yep.
So as you get up to approach the door, you can see the sergeant from the end of the hallway, and as you begin to move towards her door, he shakes his head. Like, that is a bad idea.
Turned Sergeant and go, just figure try my best to offer her an apology for how big of a mess I made of everything and how much extra effort it made for y'all. If you don't think she'll appreciate it or think she's still too incensed, well, I can definitely let her be, I guess.
He has you come speak to him over here.
Okay. We'll go over there.
He says, Elia, I don't know what you managed to take out of your conversation with the lieutenant or the commander, but I'm going to put it to you this way. The commander would have just had you whipped and discharged. Furia wanted you charged with treason. And that comes with a hanging.
So it's probably best just to let Sleeping Furious lie then.
Yeah. Yeah. I hope for you, wherever you go, you take the lessons that you could learn from this to heart. Because this could have gone really badly for you. This is not the place. This is not the time. This is not the era for that, and I think you know this, and I think you're coming from a place where, you know, you are trying to do your best and you're trying to do what's good and right. And I think that's great. But your method is not conducive to survival in this world right now.
It's apparently not the method people in the military utilize.
No.
Was fine in academic circles, but clearly this is a completely different set of ground rules here.
Maybe that's the lesson you should have learned, was that the rules that you were accustomed by didn't matter anymore. Not here. And the rules that you may be accustomed to in Zetagnia, I think is where you're from, or your academic
Yes, sir.
circles there, they're not going to be the same as the ones at the Academy in Fordeath. It's going to be different. So I would recommend that from this near-death experience you had, and this near harsh punishment that you missed, you learn that when you arrive at your new destination, to take the time to learn the rules and adjust to what is expected of you when it comes to behavior and what your lanes are and how best to operate within them in these times of war and darkness. Because, like it or not, in these times of war or darkness, there is no room for error. If we lose, and I mean Grunth loses, that's it. Humanity's toast. We're all dead. They win. And who knows if they'll go after the elves after this, but I don't want to go extinct. And I don't want to go extinct because someone didn't want to follow the rules that have existed for a reason and, you know, got us this far. It's a miracle that we're still in one piece right now. So, when you get to the academy, you remember this lesson and that the miracle was we are managing to hold on despite everything. And that a lot of what's helping us do that is following the rules that we've given ourselves. They exist for a reason. So learn them when you get to the academy. Follow them. Don't try to change everything that's working. Because the rules that we followed here in the army are working for us. That's just the thought. Don't bother Furia.
Yeah.
I'm going to come get you in a few hours. And we're going to do our best for you to leave without her seeing you. Because I guarantee you, if the commander's not around and she lays eyes on you, she's going to beat the ever-loving shit out of you.
Got it. Okay, so spend some time and observe the situation when I get to the academy, and then do my best to emulate the folks that I observe.
Now, be flexible about changing the things that you need to change in yourself without losing yourself and losing who you are. Right? We all do it here. We have flexibly fit into the box that they need us to be in, and we didn't lose ourselves in the process. We've adapted to where we are, so that we can operate in that environment. And it's going to be the same for you when you get to the academy. It's just going to be different rules and different people. And they're going to like someone who's questioning things, I'm sure. That seems like a thing that those types do, you know? Not that I've known many of them, but maybe, you know? And just figure it out first. before you steamroll through things. Okay?
That makes sense. Spend some time, pay attention, and then operate accordingly.
Exactly. Which is not what you did here. So, get some rest. I'll come get you in a few hours, and you're gonna leave before Furia wakes up.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yep.
And she'll salute.
He will return your salute.
And sounds like sleep is good.
Okay. You go to bed. And then in the few hours later, he comes and gets you before Furia gets up. And says to you, if anyone else is awake at this point, that's fine. The sergeant comes and gets you and says, it's time to go.
Okay.
She'll be getting up soon.
Yep, and I already have all my stuff gathered from earlier, so okay.
And he leads you out. And once outside, in the morning light, he will say to you, Elia, remember what I talked to you about last night? Just get a little bit more light. Okay, it's gonna be dark. It's pretty early, but it's gonna be dark. He says, or just remember what I told you last night. You know where to go. Just head down Center City, report for your transfer at the administration building, and they'll figure out where you go from there, okay?
Okay, well, thank you, sir, and thanks for the words of wisdom last night. I will definitely take them to heart.
All right, good.
It's been an honor serving with you, sir.
Keep your head up, he says, and he goes back inside.
And she will head on down to Central City and to talk to the administration folks.
Now, there's one more roll I need Elia to make,
Okay.
and I need that to be a D100 roll.
A T100.
Yep. And if you roll a 10 or lower on this D100, something bad happens. If you roll an 80 to a 11 on this, it's just going to be a while for your transfer. And if you roll a 100 to a 81, the transfer happens today.
Okay. Can I give myself guidance on this?
This is not a guidance-able roll, unfortunately.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, I'm stuck waiting a while.
Yep, it's going to be a while, but you're at least downtown, and they've got you in sort of like a transfer situation. Apparently, they need to send a few people downtown to Fort F, and they're waiting for all of you. Otherwise, you would have been sent with some cargo. So that's the situation. And with that, Elia Kolev exits the campaign. All right.
And this is the first out of 3 characters. I have one that survives.
Yeah.
I'm batting 33% currently.
There you go. That's good in baseball terms. For the rest of you, you wake up the following morning, whenever it is that you wake up, and Elia is gone. Furia comes out a few minutes later, and she steps in front of the group here. Is anyone still asleep?
Hi, I'm awake. I'm an elf. I never sleep.
You do sleep.
I'm snoring.
That is not a thing in this setting. You sleep.
It's a thing. It's a thing for me, sir.
Okay. No one's asleep? Okay. Titan's asleep.
I was snoozing, but
You're snoozing? Are you snoozing or are you not snoozing?
I think he still is. He's a late morning person.
Yeah?
Mhm,
Is that true for
mhm.
Renault?
Amelia also would
Mhm.
probably be.
Oh, we're talking about Renault. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey.
Amelia's also asleep?
Yeah, probably. I mean, she fell asleep outside.
Yeah. Okay. Furia walks in, sees that Renault and Amelia are still asleep. She goes over to Amelia and shakes her awake and says something in Cheyenne. I'm just checking to see who speaks Cheyenne here, real quick. Reynolds, you picked it up from Furia, so you understand what she's saying, but it's basically wake up.
I'm still asleep though, right?
Yeah, you're still asleep.
Yeah.
But she basically taps Amelia on the leg and tells her to wake up, and then she comes over to Reynolds, grabs him by the ankles, and drags him out of bed onto the floor.
Oh my god. I'm awake. Ah! Where's the invitation?
She just looks at you and walks back to the front of the room. Alright, Bane Knights. Training and exercise as usual today. No new orders. Elia has departed the company. I want to reinforce that you are here to do your duty, you are here to follow orders, and you're here to accomplish those tasks that have been given to you. Any thing that undermines that mission, which is to save all of us, is a problem. It is our responsibility as soldiers to help each other get through this. Elia, unfortunately, was maladapted to this situation, and she took every step to leave this battalion rather than integrate. We do not need someone who doesn't want to be here. The difference between the Bane Knights and everyone else is that we are a storied and legendary battalion. We have a reputation to uphold. And that is one of sacrifice in the face of all odds. I will not hesitate to spend each and every one of you in our missions to come. And I will not hesitate to spend myself either in our missions to come. If that means we win, then I'm happy to spend your lives. That is how it is. You are in an army. You've made that oath. We will sacrifice everything for that. Our blood, our lives, our sweat, our futures, so that someone else can have one. That is bravery. You are allowed to be scared. You are allowed to shake in your boots at what you have to fight. But you will fight it. And you will win. And from what I could tell, that wasn't going to happen with Elia. So, does anybody else here have a problem with giving everything, including their future, for this fight, for this war? Now is the time. Because I will suffer no cowards in my army, in my battalion, in my unit.
Ma'am, you won't find a braver group of individuals.
She nods her head. Anyone else say anything?
I think Thalen's just going to nod.
Okay, with that, then comes new orders for all of you. If one of you begins to have thoughts or talks in the way that Elia did of leaving or of finding something else to do with your time here, or trying to take steps to leave, or questioning the validity of orders, or moving through, the steps to undermine confidence in the hierarchy and in the chain of command, you check each other. You keep each other from losing your goddamn minds about this. This is hard enough. It is hard, and she looks at Thalen, to watch your friends and your subordinates get eaten alive. It is hard to watch them burn as she moves her gaze over to Cinder. It is hard to watch them get eviscerated every day. It is hard to watch all of them die. It is even harder to not be there for them when it happens to them. It is very hard to survive all of this. And I'm going to ask you to do that as well. I'm going to ask you to hold it together. I'm going to ask you to keep each other in line. I'm going to ask you to survive this war. I'm going to ask you to do everything you have to win. I'm going to ask you occasionally to lay down your life and your future for it. And I want you to defy all odds so that you can walk away from it too. I'm asking so much of you that it is going to be probably impossible to succeed. But I want that from you anyway. Do you have a problem with that?
No, ma'am.
Also confident, no ma'am.
Okay. Then return to your training, go about your business, comport yourselves like Bane Knights. That is all I have for you today. And she leaves. Okay, and the scene is yours, guys.
Hmm. A little dour this morning. At least Renault more resolved than anything. He's here for revenge, and that's all he cares about. So he's not going anywhere.
What is Vi thinking about after Furia's little speech?
Sorry, I'm halfway distracted.
Children.
Yes, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Vi is a little indifferent. She's not the type to establish emotional connections. Somebody doesn't really matter how long or how short something was. But she is very intensive in the speech and the expectations of everyone, including of Vi, of herself. Thank you.
Okay. What about Thalen? What's going on with Thalen?
I think after getting over that moment where he's, I think getting told that it's hard to survive kind of hit him pretty hard. I mean, understandably, he's sort of the only person to walk out of that bombardment plus endless tide of horse-sized Chitarakans.
Yeah.
But I also think rather than sinking into self-pity or something, he's like locked into an analysis loop of how do I get better so that doesn't happen.
Right.
So I think he's just kind of, if his facial expression is probably haunted but determined.
Okay. What about Amelia?
Amelia, who is still sitting on her bed, basically after being waken up, just sat upright. Seems to have a neutral expression on her face, but is frantically scratching her arm. Noticeably, she is scratching her metal arm. She knows where she came from and what she has to do. And if it is just following orders, then it is following orders.
You want the chair? I know, honey. I know. But
Yeah.
if Chloe's sitting in it already, you gotta wait until she's out.
So does Morris. Morris wants a chair too. Okay. So that's everybody's thoughts / reactions to what Fury had to say. The sergeant walks off. He doesn't have anything else to contribute.
I do have something I think Renault would want to do now that Elia's gone.
Sure.
He's got all this heavy equipment and heavy weaponry, his glowy sword, but he's not aware that we may be getting a new healer. So his immediate thought is, okay, I can already heal. I need to make sure that if I'm still front line that I survive. So he's gonna go and visit Quartermaster. I gotta have a chat with him. He was a nice guy to me, so I like that guy.
Yeah, well, you know.
Yeah.
All right, so you go to the quartermaster. What are you gonna say, Thalen?
Yes.
I was just, because you gotta do it. Stan's not here. If we could just move one of these health potions over to Cinder's inventory.
Yeah, we can do that next session. That won't be a problem. So.
Right.
So we have Renault heading over to the quartermasters.
Knock.
You hear enter. You walk in.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
Hi, friend. How are you?
All right. How about yourself?
Oh, well, I've got a conundrum. So, we had a cleric in our group.
Yeah.
She was a great healer.
Sure.
Now, I'm the only healer. She's not with the group anymore.
No, she died?
And I'm also...
No. Fall off a
not,
building? Get chewed on like a chew toy? What happened?
No, not quite. Shot? Not quite. I mean, she might have gotten chewed on a little bit, but
Somebody set her on fire,
not
then.
really. You know what? Yes, that's pretty much what happened.
Okay.
That's pretty much it. So it's really sad, but
was she hot?
She
was on fire.
He goes red for a minute.
Idiot.
He
calls you an idiot to your face, idiot.
Now I'm the frontliner and also the healer. I need to make
You're
sure.
gonna die, aren't you? Oh man, you're fucked.
That's what I'm trying to avoid.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
what I'm trying
sure.
to avoid.
Yeah. Well,
So,
at least you recognize the
so
problem.
yeah, yeah. I need something to keep myself alive. Now I've already got a lot of nice equipment. I kind of pat the crossbow just like somehow hanging at my side, even though it's this massive thing.
It's heavy.
Yeah, it's heavy. I I draw my sword, which is now glowing a little bit. I need ideas on how to stay alive.
Okay. Well, let me see here. If I recall what your roster is, you've got a couple sorcerer. Well, sorcerer. You've got you. You've got a couple other like people who do martial fighting. So, um, you know, I think you need to be are you familiar with so like okay, your blockers are gonna not be you anymore because you're too valuable at the moment, right? The
I
blockers are
don't think
well,
I
it's gonna have to be this way, buddy, because listen, if you go down because you were in the front, who picks them up?
that's the problem.
Yes.
That's the problem. And
So
I
they
refuse not to be in the front.
right. So they have to be the ones to engage first, and then you are follow up. So you're not in the very front. You're in the middle of that lineup. So it goes.
I
No, no. Hear me out here for a second. Hear me out here. This is a tactics problem, right? Your tactics that you have settled on are too static in your mind, right? You've settled on the idea that you're in the front, you take the hits, you are, knee deep in, the mouths of the enemy, and you're getting the one getting shot at. You can't be that guy right now.
exactly, you get it.
Yeah, you
No,
can't.
no, I
No,
have to be that guy.
no, you
I
can't.
gotta be that guy.
Fucking idiot. Listen to me. You cannot be that guy right now because if you are that guy right now, everybody else dies. So you cannot be that guy right now. Okay? You need to be the guy who hits second. Not first, second. So what do? You change your tactics. You stop doing the charge in tactics and you start doing the follow up tactics. You've got that little scribbly, scrambly, daggling guy, right? He's a hard hitter. Yeah. He goes in first. You let him get real mad and scrappy and angry first. He charges in, hits the thing, draws attention. Everything starts trying to kill him because he's fluffy and cute and angry, right?
He's scary, yeah.
Yeah, let him be that, okay? When the other two fighters go in, let them do secondary tie-up. So they tie up the other things that isn't fighting him, right? Then you come in and do healing and mop up, while the sorcerer in the back is killing things from all the way back there, right? You want to be close enough to the sorcerer so that you can reach them if they get flanked. You need to be able to reach everybody inside of 6 seconds so that you can help them at all times.
Why 6 seconds?
Because that's how long it's going to take you to get there. All the time. It's always going to take you 6 seconds to get anywhere. So if you can't get to somebody inside of 6 seconds, you're too far from them. Okay? Think of it this way. The wounds that your friends sustain that are killing them as they bleed out on the floor, crying for their mother, right, is the enemy. And you have to be the frontline fighter of that enemy. Because that enemy is the enemy that will kill them. So you have to be the one who fights and kills that enemy first. That is the enemy that is your priority. Your first priority. You kill that enemy first. And if that enemy is not present on the battlefield, you kill everything else that is going to make that enemy appear.
Uh,
Right?
Sorry, you cut out there. Was that just me, or did he cut out for everyone?
No, I don't know. Did I cut out for everybody?
For me too.
I got it. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Healing is an afterthought. I heal so that the people, my friends even, around me can help me kill demons. But that's not my purpose.
Reynolds, do you reject his philosophy or do you accept it?
Oh, I absolutely reject it.
He's like, all right, well, it's nice knowing the Bane Knights. Sorry to see them go.
I was
That's
gonna get this guy a chair. I don't know anymore.
He says, "Listen, there's no physical like equipment that's gonna help you do what you're looking to do, buddy. There's nothing. There's nothing like that out there. You need to be able to touch people to heal them, right?
don't really know exactly what I do, but I think so.
All right. So if that's what you have to do, then that's where you gotta be. You gotta be within range to touch them. And if you
I mean, that is the plan,
right,
because they're going to be up there with me probably in the thick of it.
okay, well that's not so bad. But what about your sorcerer?
They're the only one that's not. That's a good point.
Adjust your tactics accordingly.
I need to get the sorcerer a sword. Okay.
No, you need to convince the sorcerer to stand right behind you so you can touch them. You fucking idiot, I swear. You're a nice guy, and I would love to have a beer with you, but I will not follow you into battle.
I'm gonna go let them know. All right, I appreciate these talks, man. Seriously, I'll probably come back to you for that sword later. Thank you.
Okay.
I'm just gonna walk out the door at that.
You hear him turn to Sarah and say, "That guy's an idiot, but he's nice, and I would have a beer with him." You can hear her eye roll as you leave.
Hey, Amelia.
Amelia's in bed.
Oh shoot. Yes, I'm gonna wander my happy you know what back to
Your happy aspect.
go discuss tactics. Yes.
There's Thalen right there as you wander back in. Thalen's right there.
Hey, Thalen, I think I figured it out.
Figured what out?
Well, we need to make Amelia a frontliner.
Oh, okay. You go suggest that to her.
I love that.
I'm. You know what? Yeah. Good luck.
Alright, are you gonna go and suggest that to her?
Oh, absolutely. So I'm gonna wander on in the door. I'm gonna find Amelia, and I'm gonna tap her. Hey, Amelia, get up! It's time for sword training. I'm gonna get you a sword.
You what?
It's I need you to know how to use a sword. So I'm gonna get you a sword, and I'm gonna teach you how to use it.
Why?
Well, if you're right next to me while I'm swinging my sword around, and if you get stabbed, then I can heal you. But if you're all the way back there slinging spells and you get stabbed, it's gonna take me a little too long to get to you. Just trying to think tactically, you know? If you've got a sword, you'll do the stabbing instead. Galaxy brain thoughts.
You know there's a reason why I stay in the back, right?
Have you even tried?
Yes, they gave me a longsword. I struck the
Oh,
dummy
good, you've
with
already
it
got
with
one.
enough force to not do any damage.
Hmm. That might be out the window then. How about a warhammer? My maul's pretty good at knocking out skeletons. What do you think?
I don't think my arm will hold that.
Hmm. I know just the thing. Is it Vi's right there, right? So I
Hi, how you doing?
You use light weapons, right? You use your daggers. Hey, do you think you could teach Amelia?
What are you scheming?
Look. I'm the healer and I'm a frontliner. I need everyone who's gonna be, you know, casting to be close enough that I can heal. I want to keep you all alive while I'm killing demons. While we are
And
killing demons together, comrade.
and how would me teaching her to do that help you in that sense?
So that she's right there if she gets stabbed. She'll be in the front line too.
Is this something that she even wants to do?
It's
Oh,
almost easier to convince him that I need to learn how to do healing magic.
I'm not a person for that sort of knowledge.
hmm.
I do the opposite of healing. The very
Right, no.
stark opposite.
I thought you could teach her the opposite of healing too.
You know that I already have the basic training with a dagger, right?
Oh,
Like
perfect.
everyone here?
Perfect. So you're all right with being on the front lines with us?
No.
What is this nonsense?
We gotta figure something out. Oh man.
Yeah, I think it's not really your strong suit. Listen, you have a pretty face, but not a pretty brain.
You think I'm pretty?
I turn around and walk away.
I'm just gonna move by out of the room.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, just get me out of here, please.
Drops mic.
I put you outside by the campfire.
Yeah, it's gonna be nice.
That's the end of
Anyway.
my bit. I just had to run through that. My bad, guys. That was fun.
All right. End of your bit.
Mm.
Anyone else have a bit?
Yeah.
Any other bits to do? My web is acting very splorky. It's pretty bad. It's probably pretty bad. Can you guys hear me still?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Darrow just broke my brain.
Yeah. The
I
pregnant
tend to do that.
pauses after his statements were perfect. Because, like, I imagined Amelia just sitting there on the bed, blinking at him for several moments. Like, what the fuck is this guy on? Trying to find a way to translate it in her head into Cheyenne in a fashion that actually makes sense. And it didn't work.
Giving me the
Yeah.
Jackie Chan what kind of like meme.
Yeah.
I think it played like a It's Always Sunny discussion of like what's a terrible plan to solve this obvious problem.
Right.
Am I Charlie Day? Oh my god, I'm Charlie Day, aren't I?
You meant to play somebody else, but instead you're playing Charlie. Alright, well, if there's no other things anyone wants to talk about or RP about, then that's fine. We can do more stuff next session. So, unless there's anything else you guys want to do, this will be the end of the session.
I'm good, boss.
Okay.
Good for me.
Good for you. Good for everybody. Anybody else? No?
We're gonna handle all the downtime stuff next session.
Yeah, we're gonna do all the downtime stuff next session. We'll do. I think we'll do one more session of roleplay, or a session and a half of roleplay. No, we'll do, at the very least, half a session of roleplay next session. And then
Which will be in January, right?
correct. And then we will do. We'll probably have our next mission after that. So at least half a session to a full session of roleplay, and then next mission. So
Yeah, no, I'll try to be back for the not the first one in January, but the second one in January. So you folks may be okay for in terms of combat strength.
yeah. So next session we will have our downtime roll. So everyone, we will figure out how many days between now and the mission, and then we will do a roll if necessary. Otherwise, we'll take the average for those downtime things, which will probably be more productive, taking the average. And then, because otherwise you're rolling 50 dice, and then it's just big swing. But with the average, you're almost always guaranteed to make significant progress. So, and then, the general roleplay upgrades to your units. So you guys will be receiving tier 2 units. So we'll talk about that a bit more, but I'll definitely give you some information to go off of in our chat for this, in the Bib chat, between now and then, so you can think about it a little bit. And then, yeah, that's it. So I'm going to call the session here. I hope everybody had fun, and everybody's having a good night. And we hung in there for our technical difficulties. I'm going to refund all of the points because none of them got used. And, if you can make it to the Kingdom of Darkness session on the 10th, we would greatly appreciate it. They do need bonus helps because they're going into a fight and it could be bad. Who knows? So that's it for me. That's it for everybody here. And see you soon for Kingdom of Darkness in December. And that'll be it until 2026. Bye!
Bye.
Bye!
Bye.